Happy New Year. Our planet is unique, a living world of diversity and wonder. It's also fragile. With a new year comes the opportunity for change. And if we act in 2021, we can make a world of difference.
2020's over. Bring on 2021, baby. 2021 was a fun year. I had a lot of fun memories throughout the year that I will hold on to for the rest of my life. But it wasn't the best year. Far from it. Which is why I'm going into 2021 with some life goals. With some things that I want to set into motion and to commit to. And hopefully it will make 2021 a better year, which is all anyone can hope for, really. But yeah. Hello everyone. Everyone is talking about how terrible of a year we had in 2020, and I've done enough talking about how terrible 2020 was for me. So I've been thinking about what my New Year's resolutions will be. Before I go into those, I want to quickly talk about what I learnt in 2020, because after all, anything traumatic you're meant to learn from, right? You're meant to grow from. In 2020, I learnt to cut out some of those toxic relationships that I had with people that weren't healthy for me mentally. And I'm gonna continue to do that. I'm gonna continue to spend time on the right people. That is one of the most important things that I learnt from 2020. And the other really important thing that I learnt from 2020 was to spend your time, spend every second doing something that you love. Make the most of the time that you have. That's what I need to take away from 2020. And to expand on that, spend that time with the right people and make sure that if I'm doing something, I'm doing it for the right reasons. And now moving on to my New Year's resolutions. My first one is only make things that I'm proud of. That goes beyond just video making, that goes to assignments, it goes to like something that I'm writing, or even building up a friendship that I should be proud of. Just anything like that. Always only make stuff that I'm proud of. And I found that this is me tooting my own horn here, which I rarely do. I'm quite a creative person, but often I can mistake creativity with routine, and it shouldn't become that. It shouldn't be a habit, it should be a passion. I'm trying to get back to that this year. Like I said earlier, put myself first more, because like I say, I've prioritized the wrong people last year, and I've ended up cutting those people out of my life. So now I'm going to prioritise myself a bit more than I did last year. Put my mental health first. Because obviously if someone comes to you and asks you for some like advice or some support for something that's like upset them, then you need to be in the right mindset to help them. Otherwise you're not helping them, really. Another one which I've done previous years, some years successfully, other years not so much. Make a film every single month for the whole year. I succeeded in 2018. Horrendously failed in 2019, kind of succeeded in 2020, but I want to try to get back to that and try to maintain that creativity and push myself to make a film every single month, which is a nice little challenge that I've done before, so it's not like I can't do it again, can I? Oh, a really good one that I wrote down. Learn a new instrument, because I was quite fluent in a few instruments when I was growing up in school, and then I kind of dropped it, I guess, which is kind of a shame, but I want to try and get back to that and get my music side out, you know what I mean? Because obviously you shouldn't be limited to one type of creative format. Like I usually just do film and video and stuff like that. Obviously this is one that I might not actually stick to. This is just a little side one that might be fun to do if I have the time and money and patience for it, you know what I mean? But it's a nice little thing that I'd like to think that I'd be able to do this year. Oh, this is a good one actually. Take what people say with a grain of salt. Like I was saying last year with the toxic relationship that I had with certain people, I took what they said very personally, when really we're a person with that little integrity themselves. Should I really take what they say so close to heart? Not really, and I suggest everyone else who's feeling a bit low or someone's got you down, take what they say with the tiniest grain of salt. Because really, if they're saying that, how much worth does their opinion really have to you? Come on. Simple. And another one, try to look more on the positive side of things. I am definitely more pessimistic than I care to admit. When something happens and it's not exactly to plan, or it's not something that I envisioned or I like or I would have initially wanted to happen, I immediately go, oh fuck's sake, oh it's all gone wrong and all that, when in fact I could look more for the good that comes out of the bad, like the positive side of it. Next is just a little one. It's try to drink a little bit less alcohol. That's not take alcohol out of my diet. just drink a little bit less of it, because I definitely did drink more last year than I should have, and I feel like I want to at least drink a little bit less to see if it affects how I am mentally, and see if I come out better with less of it. Not stop alcohol altogether. I mean, I'm a fucking uni student. Do you expect me to stop drinking alcohol altogether? No. As well as that, discipline my food intake as well as my exercise routine. So I'd like to say I'm fairly healthy with what I eat in my diet and how I exercise. I exercise a lot more than other people my age, so I have that. But obviously it could be better. I have a workout routine. I have dumbbells. I do obviously an hour walk every day or every other day sometimes, which is very healthy. Getting some fresh air, you know, keeping fit and all that. And I do have like a workout that I do usually every day. So maybe just disciplining that and maybe upping it a bit and doing a bit more might be something that I could try and do next year as well. And the final one, which I think is the most important one, live in the moment more. I find a lot that I often drift off into my imagination and think about either something that might happen in the future or something that has happened in the past, and I found myself to do that more than ever this year, because obviously living in the moment isn't something that you necessarily want to do in a pandemic, right? But it definitely is something that I need to do more, because otherwise my life is just going to zip away like that, and I'm not going to think, oh, that's it then, because I'm just going to be dwelling on things that have happened and things that might happen in the future, you know what I mean? And I need to do less of that, because I need to make the most of now, because now is my youth and I don't want that to slip away. I want to live every moment. I sound so full of myself in this video. I'm sorry if I do. But anyway, that'll do it for this video, because I'm freezing my arse off here, and there are now people walking past looking at me, questioning why I'm talking to a camera. So I'm gonna head off. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe you'll take something from this video that helps you, and I hope 2021 treats us better than 2020. So I'll see you later.
Together we can turn things around. Together we can restore our fragile home and make it a happy new year for all the inhabitants of planet Earth.